Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek Cupboard. I am Penge and welcome back to Crusader Kings III, where we rejoin Duke Waltheof of Cupboard, but we do not rejoin his amazing hat, because as you can see, the amazing hat is gone. It is no more, and it's been replaced by something that's a little bit more ordinary and a little bit more humble, I would say, because currently Duke Waltheof is a man in deepest mourning. He is full of sorrow and sadness and grief and remorse. So not too long ago, he saw the death of his son Bernard. And that hit Waltheof very hard indeed. Those two got on. I'd like to think that they got on very well because they had a shared love of all things deceitful. Waltheof was deceitful and Bernard was deceitful. And I'd like to think that every so often, as a sort of father and son thing, they got round the table, they had a few drinks and they chatted about all things deceitful. So, they talk about lies and deceit and plotting and plans and gossip and intrigue and all that kind of stuff. And they got on. And it was a lovely thing. Nice father and son moment. So, of course, when Bernard died, when Bernard was killed, and it was a big surprise, Waltheof was very upset by this. He was riddled with grief, but because he's a duke, he had to hold it in. He had to properly kind of hold it in and not let anyone see that it was troubling him. Because he was a duke and he had responsibilities and he had to lead and be strong and all that kind of stuff. So, when he died, when Bernard died, Waltheof was very sad, but he couldn't really show it. So he bottled it all up. But then last time out, we saw the event that pushed him over the edge. We saw the event that pushed poor Duke Waltheof from, a troubled man into a completely broken man. And it was a massive shock for the Cupboard dynasty as well, because of course last time we saw the death of Irmgard. So of course when she died, Waltheof lost not only his wife and not only the mother to his 5 children, but he also lost his soulmate, which is really very sad indeed, because yes, they were soulmates and they were meant to be together forever. But of course, Irmgard is here no longer and Duke Waltheof has very much broken. It says here, even in the game, this is you, though you don't always feel like yourself. That's how broken he is. The game is telling us here. And of course, he's melancholic. He's having a hard time seeing the good in life. And that's very unlike Waltheof. Because, in his sort of younger days and in the past, he's been, known for throwing big parties and he's gone on hunts and all that kind of stuff. And he's been really kind of, out there. I mean, indeed, he's got the trait here of eager reveller. I don't think so anymore. I do not think so anymore. He's very melancholic. He's very sad. And that's why the hat has gone. Because, of course, they got their hats together. Irmgard and Waltheof, when they became the Duke and Duchess of Cupboard, they went out and got their fancy hats. They went to the nearest hat shop and they bought their very fancy hats. And Waltheof could not face wearing his fancy hat whilst Irmgard wasn't there wearing hers. So he's had to replace it. He couldn't do it. It brought back too many memories and he wanted to, change it because, that was their hats. Their hats. They were a pair of hats that were linked. And now, of course, she is not able to wear hers. So he has removed hers out of respect as well for Irmgard, respect for his wife and his soulmate. So yes, it has indeed caused him much woe and much grief. And he's very much a shadow of the man he used to be. So of course he remarried and he's currently married to Duchess Richgard. I've only just noticed that he's gone from Irmgard to Richgard. There must be something about Gard in a name that Waltheof particularly likes, but I don't think there's any love there. I do not think there is any love in this particular relationship. She doesn't love him and he definitely doesn't love her because his one true love now and always is Irmgard. He cannot love anybody else. Irmgard was his soulmate and his soulmate is gone. So I'm sure these two have a very sort of amicable relationship. I'm sure they get on and they have lovely chats over the dining table and all that kind of stuff. But really, she is here to help support him manage the Duchy of Cupboard and all the other things that he needs to look after as a duke. There's no real love here. She's just here to help with the administration, if you like. Because, in his eyes, in Waltheof's eyes, the only one true love of his life is Irmgard. There's someone else here. That's absolutely fine. But, Irmgard, in Waltheof's view, is completely irreplaceable. But of course it wasn't all bad news last time because we took part in the Crusades. We held back a little bit, then we sent our troops down. We did okay. We performed well in the Crusades. And because of that, the Pope granted our beneficiary Christina a duchy. So she is now the Duchess of Erdun. So she's Duchess Christina Waltheof daughter. So yes, if we pop down and look at where they are. I mean, she is all the way down here. And unfortunately, if I try and right click on her, she is too far away for us to interact with. She's outside of our diplomatic range. So she is down here. She is all on her lonesome. We can't really do anything to her. We can't do anything to the children. We can't ransom them out or anything if they get in trouble. So really, they are very much out on their own, but it does mean that the Cupboard dynasty has another duchy title. So if we look up here now in our renown, you can see that we've got 9 living members of the Cupboard dynasty and 2 dukes. And the 2 dukes in the Cupboard dynasty, so Waltheof and Christina, are giving us a combined total of all of 1 renown. But yeah, without the 2 dukes, we'd be getting plus 0.18 renown. So the fact that we're getting 1 entire point of renown every month from having 2 dukes, that's a big boost to our renown. And that's slowly ticking up. We're going to take a little while to get toward the wonderful title of insignificant. But at the minute, we're just obscure. Like, nobody's ever heard of us. At least if we get to insignificant, people have heard of us. We're not overly brilliant and important, but at least the Cupboard family name will be known. So it's going to take us a little while to get there, but we will work toward it steadily and surely. And yes, the fact that we have 2 dukes in the dynasty is very helpful. So, as it stands right now, things are relatively peaceful. We've come back from the Crusades and we are involved in no wars. Nothing really much is going on. There is one war here. That's a French de jure war for the county of Eu, which is over there. So yeah, over that side, over the other side of the channel, Kent currently hold this territory and France are trying to take it back. But we do not need to worry. We don't need to worry about that at all. That is a war that our liege is involved in and not us. So we can ignore that. That's absolutely fine. If I'm completely honest, I don't really care who owns that bit of territory. If Ken have it, great. If France have it, wonderful. I'm not bothered. So let's maybe go round and just improve things around the Duchy of Cupboard. We've got a bit of money. We've got 422 gold and we've got quite a bit of money coming in as well. So why don't we go through and just start improving things around the place? We'll just, buy a few buildings and things and just make everything a little bit better for the people of the Duchy of Cupboard. However, the first thing we're going to do, let's go to here and Reeve Arnsatel. Currently, you're organising levies, which is good when you're at war. It's good when you're having a fight because your levy size goes up and your garrisons get bigger and your reinforcement rate goes up. But we don't need that right now. We're not fighting currently. So why don't we switch you on to this? Go and train some commanders. So men-at-arms maintenance will come down by 23%, and there is a 6% chance of improving or finding a new commander or knight each month. Now, if you could find a load of really good knights, that would be very handy. That would be really useful, because our knights aren't the best. I mean, they try very hard, but they're not very good. So let's switch you on to that just there. And then also, with our spy master, our new spy master Nonna, let's go and grab some secrets, shall we? I think maybe we should go secret hunting because it wouldn't hurt to have a few more hooks under our belt. So here we go. Let's go and find some secrets. Now, where do we want to go? I mean, do we go and find secrets in King Richard's court? What if we find a secret about King Richard himself? That could be quite useful. Although, alternatively, we could go and find secrets in our own court, which could also be quite useful. Do we find secrets in our vassal's court? I think, we could do all of them. We could do all of them because, yeah, she's very good. So I don't imagine it's going to take too long to find secrets. Let's pop you down into, let's go to King Richard's court. We might get found out and he might give us a slap on the wrist, but that's a risk I'm willing to take. You are collecting taxes. That's probably, maybe you could start working on development. So Ethelward, go and work on development in some places. Because currently that's only got development of 9 over there. It's a little bit rubbish. That's 11. What's that? That's 10. Nottingham's only got development of 9. No, that won't do. No. Let's increase Nottingham's development. There we go. Oh, it's almost at 10. It's almost naturally sort of topped itself up to 10. Okay, that's fine. Well, he can help sort of push it along. And you can just get some more prestige. Absolutely. Okay, right, so I'm happy with how that's all going. I'm very happy with how everything is. Let's go and spend some money. Now, one thing that I did realise, we got this in, didn't we? We created the city holding of Bosworth. We built this. So some time ago, we said there was an empty field here, and we said, hey, build a city there. So Bosworth now exists, but it's got nothing in it. It's got nothing in it at all. So let's get Bosworth a lovely new thing. So what should we give Bosworth? I think guilds. Guilds are a good thing to have. It gives us plus 0.3 tax a month, and development growth in the county goes up by 5%. So building guilds here in Bosworth will affect the entire of Leicestershire, which is wonderful. So we'll do that. 150 monies. Thank you very much. And then we've got ourselves a little bit more money. Should we spend it on where's not performing overly well? Stafford's only generating 1.5 in tax, and Hurstingston is generating 1.2. That's a bit rubbish. Hang on, can we do any better there? Can we make that better? Wetland farms, 0.3 tax per month. It's only 80. It's only 80 gold. Oh yeah, get one of them. Get one of them, and then we'll have some more stuff somewhere else as well. That's splendid. That's a bit of a bargain. So I was looking at upgrading the farms and fields over in Staffordshire, just to make it a little bit more productive in terms of tax. It would give us an extra 0.3 tax per month, and also the holding taxes in the county of Staffordshire would go up by 1%, which isn't loads, but that's still something. The only thing is, to do that, it's going to cost us 180 gold, and that would leave us with 12 gold, which is not really very much, and I'm always a bit wary of not having much gold, because some event will pop up, and the only thing we can do to avoid a complete disastrous kind of thing in that event is to spend a bit of money. So we'll leave that for now, I think. Let's not upgrade that. Is there something else we can build? Can we build something else? Pasture lands. We could build pasture lands. We've got ourselves crop fields. We've got crops. Why don't we get some animals as well? Let's do that. That's plus 0.2 tax a month. That's not a bad thing. That's a little bit more money. And also we get some levies out of it as well. We get some troops. Because, of course, yes, you're going to have kind of farmer peasants out there in the fields. And, yeah, when we call upon them, they can get their pitchforks they were using to, shovel the dung around and all that kind of stuff and move the manure about. They can take those very pitchforks they were using for farm stuff and then go to war with them. Yeah, okay, that seems good. That's only 120. So that's not as expensive. So that leaves us a little bit of money behind. So, yeah, okay, we'll do that. Leaves us with 72 money. It's still not as much as I would like. It's not as much as I would like, but do you know what? It's fine. It goes up quite quick. We're getting 23.4 money per month. So we're getting quite a lot of gold per month. So yeah, that'll soon tick back up. Oh, okay. Our ally and friend King Philippe has asked us to join a war for the French. Okay, what's going on here? So the Liberty War as a defender. Oh, so the French are being attacked. And yeah, these people want to reduce the sort of French crown authority. That's what Liberty War is, isn't it? Those people are fighting against their king, and he has asked me to come in and help. So if I say yes, we join in as a defender. Oh, that feels quite good. We're joining in on the defensive side. Okay, and if we decline, we lose. Oh, that's a lot of fame. That is a lot of fame. If we were to do that, we wouldn't go down to the previous level. We would not go back down a level of fame. Because, yeah, we wouldn't sort of pass back below sort of 0 on this bar here. But we'd lose a massive chunk of fame there. That's bad. Yeah, we don't want to do that. How difficult can one of these wars be? Hang on. Who are you fighting? You there. It's this one here. Okay, so how's that war going? The Liberty War. 3007 on his side. So our buddy's side. They've got quite a lot. Okay. They've got more. But if we were to join, we would have more on our side. Okay. We can't see anything else what's going on, can we? And we just need to go and take those places. Okay, so you're the Duchy of Toulouse. So ideally, we'd go down to Toulouse and try and get their capital under our control. Okay, that's fine. I mean, how many troops has he got himself? 2,229 for him. And then, yeah, their allies are providing quite a few. So the other people involved in the Liberty War. Do you know what? Yeah, okay. I'm game for that. I mean, yeah, they're always saying, yay, it's nice and quiet, and now it's not, but okay. Yes, accept that. We joined the Liberty War, absolutely. Right, hang on a minute. Right, you, chappy, go back to organising levies. I'm sorry I messed you around there for a second. Apologies. And that looks like a good place to rally everybody. Yeah, okay. Well, let's get over there now. Let's get over there and help our French buddies out. So there we go. Right, get everybody together. That's quite a lot of people. That's quite a lot of people. Ah, and people are joining on our side in this particular war. Splendid. Okay. Now, can we get down here? Where's the capital? There's the capital of Toulouse, I assume. Yes, that's it there. The Duchy of Toulouse. Can we get all the way over there? Can we get there? How long is that going to take? Only 4 months. So if we get down there, we take their capital. That's got to be a big chunk of war score that's going our way. And we might capture people. We might get useful people, like heirs and stuff, to bump the war score up a bit more. Okay, we'll go for that approach. Obviously, yeah, there's 974 people there, 189 there. I don't know where the bulk of their troops are. There's a big load of their troops there, but aren't they sieging? I'm confused. Aren't they sieging their own territory? I'm a little bit confused as to what... Hang on, aren't we going for the stuff in the red? Hang on, what? Why are they sieging their own territory? Yeah, it looks like they're sieging... They're from Toulouse, and they're sieging a place in Toulouse. I don't understand. Why are they sieging their own territory? Maybe that's what you do in Liberty War. You can just siege a place in France and it's fine. Okay, that seems weird, but we can take them on. We've got, what do we have, 4,000? Yeah, almost 5,000 troops coming down this way. So we'll be okay. We will be okay. If they try and attack us, we'll manage. There's a fight going on there. Oh no! Clara! What happened to Clara? She died in childbirth. Oh my goodness me. Well, if Waltheof was a broken man before, he is a completely destroyed man now. Oh, he is just going to be absolutely beside himself, gaining some stress, and Clara is dead. Clara is dead. Hang on, what does that mean for our alliance? I'm very sorry, Clara. It's a terrible thing. But, yeah, the alliance with King Philippe has ended. Yeah, because, of course, yes, Clara and Prince Renaud are no longer married. Are we still in the war? Do we still join in because we said we would, or what now? I don't know. Yeah, so she died in childbirth. She's got 2 kids. So we've got Philippe de Marseille just there. So he's only 1. So our grandson there, only 1. And then this one here. So Edward, who, when she was giving birth to him, that killed her. That's very sad. Oh, Clara. Oh no, this is terrible. Okay, well there we go. Clara is no more. That is very sad. And yeah, it's sad in many ways. It's sad for Prince Renaud, because obviously, yeah, the mother of his children is dead. It's sad for Waltheof, and it's a bit sad for the dynasty. But also, yes, we have lost our alliance with France. That was a very handy alliance to have. I mean, yes, to be fair, we've helped them way more than they've helped us. But Joe, it's still probably quite a good thing. I don't know if people have looked at us before and gone, we'll attack them. Actually, no, they've got an alliance with France. Let's not attack them. So, yeah, there we go. Oh, Clara, this is all so sad. This is very sad. Okay, she did not deserve this, and my stress has ticked up a little bit. That's not as much as I thought it was going to be, if I'm completely honest. Also, yeah, spending our money on that thing, all the things up there, might not have been the most prudent thing we could have done, because, yes, now we're losing money, because all of our armies are raised, and we don't have very much of it left. So we might find ourselves in a little bit of a pickle with monies, but I'm sure we can muddle through. We will muddle through, absolutely. There are some other people over here. Who are you? The County of Rouergue. Right, those guys are coming in. The Duchy of Toulouse, look, they're coming in to attack us, possibly. Duke Dat of Toulouse left the Liberty War. Hang on. Oh, he's dead. He died from his wounds. Oh, hang on. Does that end the Liberty War? I think he's joined. You've replaced Count Henrik. Yeah, I think we don't need to come down here anymore. We're not enemies with them anymore. Well, it was lovely visiting Toulouse. Oh, no, hang on. We're not even at Toulouse yet. Let's at least get to Toulouse. And there we go. It's lovely here in Toulouse. It's very nice. You've got a lovely kind of shopping precinct. It's very splendid. Okay. Well, where do we go now? Because, yeah, now we're defending against Count Robin of Anjou. Where's Anjou? Where's the... There's Anjou. Okay. Do we just head up here and take all these? Yeah, okay, there we go. We visited Toulouse. It was lovely. It was lovely to visit Toulouse in May. That was splendid. We picked up some bottles of wine and some other bits and bobs. We've got some, some good old tourist tat. Let's go up there and actually have a fight. And, this is our spymaster. While performing our duties as my spymaster, Nonna has uncovered a secret held by Duke Ralph of Kent. He attempted to murder Earl Robert. Oh, who is dead. Who committed suicide. Oh my goodness me, this got dark very quickly. Okay, Ralph then. So Duke Ralph of Kent. So a fellow duke has been plotting murder against people. Hang on a second. Let's go to intrigue. Let's absolutely blackmail you. Oh, and it's a strong hook. It's a beautiful strong hook. You are absolutely going to accept. We're going to gain a bit of stress because we're forgiving. I mean, he did attempt to murder someone, Waltheof. 8 stress is probably fine. Yeah, blackmail. Let's see how we get on with blackmailing that person. There we go, and it worked. We've got ourselves a hook, and we have indeed managed to successfully blackmail someone. There we go. Right, she's finished that task. Does that mean she carries on, or is she just doing something else? No, she's carrying on. And Goodhat has come of age. With his coming of age, my tuition of Goodhat is at an end. Okay, so how did he do? Charismatic negotiator. So he got the 3. He got the 3 out of 4 stars on his trait there. Diplomacy +6. Wow, hang on a minute. Let's look at that. Let it all apply. Oh yeah, he's quite good. He's quite good. Diplomacy of 15. Stewardship of 11. That's okay. Martial 6. But, no one's going to be amazing at everything. Intrigue of 7. And a learning of 6. Okay, so kind of mixed fortunes with you. But yeah, you're very good at diplomacy. Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting. That's a good thing, though. Well done. Now, one thing we are going to check. Let's go to knights. And let's see. He had a skill of 8, didn't he? Good hat. Good hat, I entirely forbid you to go and do any fighting. It never ends well. Oh yes, actually, whilst we're here, let's go and take a look at T's children. We want to get them educated because I don't believe at the moment they have anybody educating them. So here we go. So this is Ethelweard Tson. This is the character that we might end up playing as, possibly. We might end up playing. I mean, we'll probably end up playing as T at some point, unless something happens to T. But yeah, we might end up playing as you. So let's get you educated. You are going for a diplomacy education. Okay, right. Educate the child. And who is really good at diplomacy in our court? Oh, Good Hat. Good Hat is our best. So our son can teach his, what would that be? His nephew. That would be his nephew. Yeah, okay. Let's go and do that. You go and teach your nephew all about the art of diplomacy. That's absolutely fine. And then your sibling, Sieghelm, looks like he's got either a bit of learning or a bit of martial going on. He hasn't got his trait there. Oh no, there you go. He's got a childhood trait of bossy, which I imagine martial is the top one. Can we get somebody in to do some marshalling, please? Change that. Who's good at marshalling? This chap here. Yes, he's our army commander. Let's get you in. You've got a march of 23. That's very good. Are you our I don't think you're on our council. You should possibly be our councillor, unless we're keeping the other guy on it because he wants to be, like he thinks it's important. Okay, you, yeah, absolutely. You teach that chappie there. Hang on a minute. Hang on. Are we keeping... Oh, yeah, we're keeping you in just because you're a powerful vassal who feels like you need to be there. And you're not that bad. You're not that bad. You've got 18. How old are you? You're 64. I mean, you might possibly die soon. Yeah, we'll leave you there for now. We don't need to change it round at the moment. That's absolutely fine. So, okie doke, you carry on doing that. Right, and however, I have noticed that Nottinghamshire has got up to size 10. Let's send you over to Staffordshire, because that's got a development of 9. So, let's move you over there. Yes, please, go and help Staffordshire out. And then we might send you down to Worcestershire as well. And if we do that... Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, no, there's quite a few places with very poor development. Hang on, right, there's some places over here that need a lot of work. Okay, yeah, so that county there, Huntingdonshire, needs a little bit of assistance with its development. Okay, that's fine. So our chappie will be busy doing lots of development stuff. That's absolutely fine. Right, the children are being educated, which is wonderful. And another thing we were going to do. So I had a plan last time. There was a person that we brought into our court. I cannot remember her name, and I should have written it down, but I'm sure if we sort of search, we'll find her. And the plan was, she had some very good stats, and we were going to marry her to Good Hat. And people in the comments did say, don't forget about your plan to marry Good Hat to that person. But I think maybe we organise a betrothal between Ethelweard, who is the character that we might be playing as, and this person who I can't remember the name of. Because at some point, we might be playing as him. And if we become this character, and he already has a wife who has some very good stats, that could be quite advantageous. So let's go here. Who was it? I mean, you had really good... If we go to here, sum of all skills. It was you. It was you, wasn't it? It was Sigrid. Because she was beautiful and intelligent. I'm fairly sure it was you. You were honest, lustful and diligent. I mean, to be fair, if it wasn't you... I mean, you're Anglo-Saxon. It's all just perfect. If it wasn't you... We'd probably choose you anyway, because your stats are really good. You're really, really, really brilliant. So, yeah, let's sort this out. Now, I know it doesn't get us alliances, it doesn't get us claims, but if we're playing as this character, and then when we become this character, eventually, in who knows how many years' time, and then, yeah, he's already married to her, then that's going to be wonderful. That's going to be a fantastic boost to our stats. So, yeah, we'll choose this. So, inheritable traits. And also, yes, the children... which again is a characters that we might be playing as in the future, might get handsome, intelligent, or beautiful, which is just brilliant for us. So yeah, absolutely, sort that out, please. Is that going to happen? And where's our army? They are slowly making their way up here. And yes, she is going to accept the betrothal, which is wonderful. So there we go. So, I mean, it's a bit weird that we've organised a marriage for our grandson, who's currently 7 years old, to a lady who's 24. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, hang on. Children. Oh, yeah. Okay, right. I didn't think about age. Hang on. That could be a problem. 9 years' time, he will come of age. And how old will she be? 33. That's fine. That's fine. They just have to write lots of letters to the stork very, very quickly as soon as he turns 16. I'm sure he will be absolutely fine at that. Right, we're nearly here. We're nearly at... this place, which I believe is what we need to siege. Is that the French? Oh, that's Brittany. So they're helping out. So I think this could be over very, very quickly. I think this war could be over pretty simply indeed. I mean, what are we doing here? Siege progress 2.1 a day. It's going to take us not that long, although it is a level 4 fort, which is why it's taking us... It normally takes about 4 months. But yeah, so 5 months. That's absolutely fine. Okay, accusations of witchcraft. Oh dear. Bloodstained cloth, crow's feathers, strange smelling concoctions. Okay, so Nottinghamshire. This person is possibly a witch. This person is absolutely amazing at learning. However, you are shrewd. You're shrewd. You're a miracle worker. You're an astute intellectual. You are deceitful. You're paranoid and you're content. You're also incredibly clever. My goodness. The evidence is circumstantial. Release her. 300 stewardship lifestyle experience. Upset peasants. Minus 25 for Nottinghamshire. That's not going to be good, is it? Nottinghamshire, do you like me very much at the moment? What's your feeling? Plus 5. So we would have a minus 20 popular opinion for 5 years. We burn her, which seems a bit mean. We gain 26 stress. However, it satisfies the peasants. Okay, and we get some piety for it because we've burnt a witch. Or a witch, you say, I could use a new advisor. We spend 100 piety, she likes us, and we still upset the peasants. I'm tempted to do this. I'm tempted to get her on board. Maybe we bring her in. I mean, is she better than Eadmire, who's our current guy? Not really. Not really. Okay, I mean, he's a wise man, whereas she was like a super genius, whatever it was, a miracle worker. So she is, she's better than him at that. But yeah, in terms of their stats, she's only got 1 more point of learning than our current guy. Okay. I mean, she might be a witch for all I know. I don't know. Is she a witch? I mean, she's deceitful, so we probably get on, but she's paranoid, which might be a problem if we invite her into the court. Because if she's paranoid, she might not like things going on. She might get very nervous about things. Can we just not let her go? Just release. Can we pretend that we've burnt her? I might have to burn her. I don't really want to, but then Waltheof is wrathful. He's a wrathful guy, but he's also forgiving. He's a wrathful, forgiving man. You're confused. No wonder your mind's all over the place. I think I don't want to have upset peasants. I don't want to have some sort of peasant uprising emerging in Nottingham, because that sounds troublesome. I'm afraid we might have to burn you for a bit and we'll get some stress. Sorry. I mean, we'll do it on a winter's day, so at least you can get a little bit warmer. The forceful knock on the door clears every bit of drowsiness from my mind. Who disturbs a duke at this hour? My late night visitor is none other than Duchess Christina. Oh, crikey. You've come all this way to speak to us. Hello. I have to speak to you privately, away from listening ears. I have discovered something very interesting. She has uncovered a secret of Frederick's. She's willing to share it with me if I let her off the hook. Of course, I have a hook on her because she's my daughter. And you always have a hook on your children, I believe. Okay, I mean, I'm never going to use a hook on you, really. So, okay, she's going to tell me a secret about Frederick. Isn't Frederick our best buddy? He's our best friend. Do I want to know this? We lose the house head hook on Christina. That's absolutely fine. We gain a bit of stress, but she does gain some opinion of us. Her opinion of us is already plus 100, as is his. These two really, really like me. You think you can make demands tell me or else? I force her... And possibly there's a 33% chance that she gets injured because we have a fight. I'm not going to fight her. She's Amazonian. She'll punch me right in the face. Or, I would rather have you in my pocket than him. We lose 10 opinion. And yeah, she loses 10 opinion of us. I'd rather find out the secret. I want to know what the secret is. I know I'm deceitful, but I'm also interested to know a secret about my best friend. Because do I need to reassess my best friend? Okay, no, that's fine. We'll go for that. We've learned of Frederick's non-believer secret. Frederick, what does that mean? What's a non-believer secret, Frederick? You're like, the priest and everything. What do you mean a non-believer secret? Where is that? Can I find out what actually that means? This character believes in a false god or none at all. So our bishop, who's got a wonderfully big bishop's hat, believes in either a false god or none at all. Yeah, I'd say... For a person of the church, I would say that's probably worth more than a weak hook. That's his entire career and his life right there. But okay, fine, weak hook it is. I'm not going to use it. I'm not going to use it because I don't want to upset him. He's doing absolutely fine right now. So, okay, thank you, Christina. That's very interesting. We don't need to do anything with it right now. Okay, compassionate discord. Moved by my tribulations, Reeve Arnstel has offered me his counsel and aid on many occasions, hoping to alleviate the burden of my duties. However, Arnstel's attention have incurred the ire of Earl Elfgar. Okay, hang on. Who are you? You're our marshal. So you've been trying to help out. That's nice. And you have got grumpy about this. So you're the Chancellor. Okay, right, okay, understood. Arnstel cannot be trusted. This is merely a ploy to exploit you, my liege. Okay, so I place my trust in only those who deserve it. Arnstel becomes our friend. The only thing is, Arnstel's quite old. He's 65 and he might possibly die at any point. So if he becomes my friend and then he dies, I'm going to get a bit sad. And we get a weak hook on Arnstel. Elfgar becomes our rival. Oh no, I don't want a rival. I don't want my Chancellor being my rival. That's bad. Can the three of us not find common ground? Diplomacy challenge. 45% chance that I manage to reconcile them both. Okay, 37% chance that I fail to do it, and 16% that I just annoy them both. I will heed the warning. We lose dread. Okay, or defend the honour of your duke. An intrigue challenge. 100% chance of miserable failure. Let's not do that. That would be bad. That's a terrible thing. Let's see if we can do this. A diplomacy challenge. 45% chance that we reconcile them. They gain opinion of us. We gain 150 prestige and we lose 42 stress. If we get the 37%, we spend 75 prestige. We've got 7,000. That's fine. If we anger them, they are going to lose 25 opinion of us, but I imagine their opinion of us is quite high anyway. So yeah, I imagine it's a little bit more than 100, so that's probably fine. Let's see how we get on with that then. What happens? Yay! It worked in our favour. Splendid. Okay, so they like us. You increase your diplomacy by 1. Why did I increase my diplomacy by 1? Was that a thing I just didn't see? Oh, okay, that's good. Earl Richard of Gloucestershire has schemed from the shadows to have Mayor Adam murdered. Oh, he died under mysterious circumstances. Oh, that was relatively... That was in July. It's October. Good grief, that was recent. Earl Richard. Hello there, Earl Richard. I'm just going to write you a letter there. Essentially blackmailing you. Hello. Oh, hang on. I think we need to press that. And there it is. So he did murder Mayor Adam. And that's only a weak hook. The fact that I found out that you brutally murdered somebody. Okay, fine. Yeah, you might accept. What if you decline? We expose the secret. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I don't really care. Fine, yeah, go for it. Do you want everyone to know that you're a murderer? Let's find out. Let's move time on. And yes, he went for it. Okie doke. Do you know what? You're doing quite well finding secrets down there. If you could find one on the king, that would be completely brilliant. How are we doing on our siege? A couple of months left. Okay, right, let's get this done. Arnstel has died. Oh, hang on. Arnstel has died of old age. I mean, I shouldn't be happy, but there we go. We dodged that bullet. We could have been his friend and got more stressed about that. Okay, new marshal. What about the general guy? Yeah, the guy with 23. Absolutely. There's probably important people who want to be on the council. You do. You're all right at intrigue, but you're pretty naff at everything else. Oh no, you're already on the council. You're the chancellor. Oh yeah, you're rubbish at that as well. Okay, never mind. You want to be there, but you're absolute bilge. And you want to be on the council, and you're really quite pants as well. You're right at learning, but yeah, we can't appoint you into the learning position. No, let's get our guy. Let's get, however you say that, Betrothal. That guy, Mr. Rose, you can go in, and that's very good. 23. Okay, that's wonderful. Have we got anyone better as a chancellor? Have we got anyone better? What about Good Hat? Good Hat should be on there. I don't really care if this guy's a powerful vassal. He likes us to the value of at least plus 100. If we take him off the council, it might drop by 40. He's still going to really like us. Let's put Good Hat in, because Good Hat is better. Yes, okay, he's going to lose 20 opinion of us, and he's going to get a bit grumpy. But okay, you get a bit grumpy. Good Hat is in. And Good Hat's forgotten to bring his his paper with him. He's pretending to hold a bit of paper there. He's pretending to hold a parchment. He's forgotten it. Oh, Good Hat, never mind. Right, let's get this siege done, shall we? Let's get this done, get this out the way. And it doesn't look like it's going to be too difficult to get this war in France all sorted. So there we go. We'll go round, we'll capture some things. We might have a bit of a fight or two. I'm sure we can get this sorted with as little fuss as possible. Now, this is very interesting. We have ourselves our next perk here in the stewardship lifestyle, and we were making a beeline for this, weren't we? We're trying to get to popular figurehead to give Duke Waltheof a popular opinion boost from all of the places, so all of the different counties of plus 50, which is wonderful. So everybody will love Duke Waltheof. However, Duke Waltheof is getting on a bit, as we've seen, and he is a sad, troubled man. I don't know how long he's going to be around. I think he's broken. His time is coming to an end, I'm fairly sure. And there's one other thing here that's quite interesting. Meritocracy. You can use claim throne against your liege. I don't know exactly how that works, but could we claim the throne against our liege? What does it do? A hostile scheme that allows a character to gain a claim against the direct liege's primary title. Now, if we do that, and it works, we then have a claim upon the Kingdom of England. And that just doesn't apply to Waltheof, I don't think. If Waltheof has a claim, and Waltheof dies, it will then get passed down. That claim will then go down to the next person in the dynasty. So if the claim actually, if that works, if that particular sort of hostile scheme thingy works, and we get that claim, if Waltheof dies, it will go to T. So T will then have a claim on the Kingdom of England, and that will keep going down. So as good as that would be, popular opinion up by 50 would be splendid. That is going to have more sort of lasting kind of repercussions. So let's go for this. Let's do that. We'll grab that. Now, how does this work? How do we do this? Do we just go here? So there's our king, King Richard the Foolish, who, oh dear, he's a dynastic kinslayer. What does that mean? He's murdered a dynasty member. He's murdered a dynasty member. Oh my goodness me. Okay, fine, right, you crazy person. Okay, how do we do this then? Hostile scheme, it said. Claim throne. This is wonderful. There's a 90% chance of success that we get ourselves a pressed claim. It's considered legally strong, and it's inherited as an unpressed claim by the children of the claimant. Oh my goodness me. And a 95% chance that we keep it secret. Oh my word. Yeah, absolutely. Do that, please. Now, the only thing is, we need to keep Waltheof alive long enough. I mean, I know he's very sad. Hopefully, he'll, stay alive and kick in for a little while. That's going to take us 1 year. Okay. Right. Well, that's that plan ruined then. Oh, Waltheof. Waltheof is gone. Waltheof has died just as we were about to exact a grand plan. Waltheof has passed away just as I was wishing him a good long life. He's gone. He died of heart failure. Oh, he died of a broken heart. He died of a broken heart. He couldn't live without Irmgard. And he's gone, a tormented man he had long desired, the sweet embrace of death. Duke T ascends to the throne, a formidable duellist, many expect him to excel in tournaments and personal combat alike. Okay, is he a formidable duellist? He's got a skill of 12, I don't think that makes him formidable. But okay, oh there we go, Waltheof is no more. So it is time to bid farewell to Duke Waltheof. Now, I don't know what this place is up here in the background, this kind of empty sort of hallway thing. But as you can see, he's been reunited with Irmgard in whatever this place is. I assume it's heaven, so the soulmates are back together, which is all very, very lovely indeed. So yes, we must bid farewell to Waltheof, but let's not forget what he has achieved, because he has achieved quite a lot of very impressive things. He's been in charge for 40 years, and when he started his rule, he was 16 years old. He was a mere slip of a boy, and he had nothing really. He had no wife. He did obviously have the advantage of having a couple of counties under his control. He had Northamptonshire and he had Huntingdonshire, but that was it. He didn't really have any kind of, there were no sort of alliances. People didn't respect him because he was young and he hadn't ruled very long. And he kind of had a bit of an uphill struggle at the start because, it was difficult. He was 16. He was surrounded by lots of people who were much older than him and had a lot more sort of stuff going on. They'd obviously got more years to gather more alliances and more friends and more troops and more money and all that kind of stuff. So, it started out quite difficult for Waltheof. But then, of course, he got into his stride. He did have quite a few parties. He loved a party. He loved a feast and he loved a hunt and all that kind of stuff. And yes, we then started expanding our territory. And then, of course, there was the bold move. There was the bold move against Duke Glewithian to take the Duchy of what was then Mercia, which obviously we renamed the Duchy of Cupboard, which is far better. The bold move with all of his buddies around the country to get that duchy title, which got him a duke. And yeah, this place has been completely revitalised. A lot of stuff around the place, all these counties of Leicestershire, Warwickshire, Northamptonshire, all of them have all been sort of revitalised. Lots of development has gone in, lots of new infrastructure. There's fields, there's farms, there's castles, there's all sorts of things around the place now. So really, Waltheof has done an amazing job in and around the Duchy of Cupboard. He has done wonderful, wonderful things, but yes, alas, he has died of a broken heart. I think this here's a bit cruel. A tormented man, he had long desired the sweet embrace of death. And that's only recent. He's only recently a tormented man. In the last one, when did she die? 1103. So, only sort of 3.5 years, he's really been that tormented. I mean, yes, okay, Bernard dying, he didn't particularly, he didn't deal very well with it. But I think saying he was a tormented man overall seems a little bit kind of harsh. I think he was a good man. He was a noble man. He was a conflicted man with his wrathful but forgiving kind of personality there. He was a little bit torn between kind of two mindsets there. But you know what? He did well for the people of the Duchy of Cupboard and the Duchy of Mercia before we changed it to the far better name. He did really well. So I think people will think fondly of him. People will think fondly of Duke Waltheof when they look back, and his legacy will be a positive one. One of revitalisation and change and progression of all the places that he has been looking after. So farewell, Duke Waltheof. You shall indeed be missed. But yes, now we carry on and we continue as Duke T. So here we go. So Duke T joins in. He's 35 years old. We are at war, of course. We're still involved in that war over in France. So let's continue as Duke T. So we need to just have a look at what's going on, however, because now we're playing as a different character. Everything has changed. So the money is what money we had when Waltheof died, we keep. However, the prestige is aligned to your character. So all of our prestige that we had, the 7,000 prestige, that's all gone. And the piety that we had has all gone. So those two have come back to initial level. So that's T's levels of prestige and piety. The renown stays because that's sort of dynasty level. And yeah, the money, now that's not looking very good. Because yes, we now also, the kingdom has been split. The kingdom has been split because whilst T here has inherited the duchy title and some counties, he hasn't got all the counties that his dad had. So currently, we've only got 4. It looks like we've got Nottingham, Leicester, Northampton and Warwick. So we've got that, and I assume Goodhat. Who's got the others? Who's got the other ones? Hang on a minute, hang on. Who's got the other counties? Because somebody must have them. Yes, indeed. So Goodhat has got Shrewsbury, Staffordshire and Huntingdonshire under his control. So because we're not directly controlling those counties, we don't get the money coming in from them anymore. So we don't get the money. So we've invested in these. Yeah, we've given sort of Staffordshire loads of our attention and put farm fields in and cattle sort of pasture things. And yeah, we've done loads of stuff around these places. But now we don't own them. They're owned by our brother as we're playing now. So yeah, we're not going to get the sort of the money and the input from those that we once did. And that's why we're not making very much money anymore. Now, the only problem is we're at war over here. I mean, the war is going pretty well. We've got 36 days left until we take that place. But we are losing 13 gold a month. So we do need to have a little look at what we can do to maybe sort that out. And yeah, okay, the scheme to obviously, yes, get a claim on the throne of England, that didn't really work out too well, did it? I mean, that we had good noble intentions to sort that out, and it just didn't really work, did it? So let's take a look at the council first, because yeah, loads of stuff is reset. We need to go through all sorts of bits and bobs. So Nonna, yes, we'll keep you. And Mr. Rose, we'll keep you as our marshal, absolutely, because you're very, very good. And the only thing is, people don't like us very much, because we're bad at diplomacy. I think we're generally bad at most things, except learning. Yeah, we're terrible at pretty much all the stuff. So yeah, diplomacy is not good. So people don't like us very much. So personal diplomacy skills means that we lose 2. We lose 2 opinion. Is that everybody? Yeah. So people don't like us very much. We don't get the lovely boost from having a level of fame. We don't get that anymore. So yeah, that's not going to be a thing that we can take into account either. So tea is not very popular right now. So Chancellor and a Steward, those positions are vacant. Okay, Chancellor, we can get Goodhat back in. So Goodhat, you come back and be our Chancellor, and you're also our vassal. You're also our vassal because, of course, you're looking after territories that are under the Duchy of Cupboard, which T does own, and he inherited because it's the primary title. So that's fine. And then a steward. Okay, have we got a good steward? Heribert, you're on 14. You will have to do the job. And maybe to try and recoup a tiny bit of money, how about we do that? So we can't do increased development right now. Let's switch it over to that. Oh, well, there you go. That's made a massive difference. That's 0.4 gold per month. Yeah, this could be a problem. We might have to drop out of that war in France. We might have to bail out of that one. And also, here you go. Actually, you can do this, can't you? You can do domestic affairs. Let's get Goodhat working on domestic affairs because that increases the vassal opinions. And that's quite good because, we've got Goodhat. Well, Goodhat likes us. Goodhat's okay. But Chappie here, Earl Elfgar is one of our vassals. He doesn't like us. Okay, yeah, we might need to do that. Hang on, where are the vassals? So yeah, he doesn't like us. The guy in Herefordshire doesn't. Wulfgar of Coventry really hates us because he also thinks he should be on the council, although he's terrible. Get better if you want to be on the council. Yeah, you don't like us. The guy in Sherwood only just likes us. Reeve Eadbald doesn't like us. Bosworth guy just likes us a bit. And Goodhat loves us because, of course, we're brothers and friends and all that kind of stuff. Are we actually friends? Oh, we're actually friends. Okay, that's quite good. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, maybe doing this thing here, domestic affairs, that increases our direct vassal opinion up a little bit. Increases by 0.35 per month up to 8.5. So we could start getting these people liking us a bit more due to Goodhat's amazing diplomacy skills. Okay, so absolutely, we'll do that. And then, here we go, actually. Currently, our wife, Duchess Leodegundia, she is just helping out generally. So she is just providing all sorts of different bits and bobs. So currently, she's giving us +2 diplomacy, +1 martial, +2 stewardship, +1 intrigue, and +1 learning. But we can focus her on other things. And she is very good at... Okay, I say very good. She's quite good at the stewardship. She's not brilliant, but she's okay. So if we choose her to just work on stewardship to manage domain to +6, what does that do? Okay, that saves us half a gold per month. Oh dear. I think we might be in trouble with the bank. Okay, fine, right, so we'll have to try and work on that a little bit. Also, the bishop does not endorse us. That might not be helping, because the bishop doesn't endorse us, so we're not getting any of the church kind of levies and the church taxes. Okay, hang on then, sway. Let's sway you 58% because our diplomacy is so terrible. Oh, T. Oh, T, what are you doing to me? Okay, right, well, that's that done. And then we have to pick a lifestyle. Now, of course, T has lived a life up to the age of 35, so he's got 6 perks in learning. And he's gone down the whole of body tree here. So anatomical studies, court physicians cost less to hire and their treatments have better outcomes. Carefree, so it's going to gain a bit less stress. Restraint, you can take embrace celibacy and abandon celibacy decisions. Oh, crikey, you can just become celibate. Okay, wash your hands, very important. So we're not going to get illnesses quite as regularly, and also other people are not, because we put posters up saying wash your hands. Know thyself. When death of natural causes is 1 year, you'll receive a warning. Yeah, okay, death knocking on the door. And time between mental breaks is +3 years. I mean, would it make sense? What's healthy? A medium health boost, an iron constitution is disease resistance. And then what does whole of body get us? Whole of body gets us fertility up, which is a bit late now. Stress gain down. Or do we go down other things? I mean, I'd quite like to get this. I'd quite like to get scientific, get the cultural fascination progress up, because they're quite good things. So what do we want to go for? We need to pick a focus. So we can have medicine focus, small boost to our health, but we've already got quite a lot of health boosts through all this stuff, I think. So, we've got reduced chances of illnesses and all that kind of stuff. So health-wise, we're doing okay. Quite like this. Development growth +15%. He's very clever. Well, I say very clever. He's quite clever. Why don't we go for that? Scholarship focus, learning +3, development growth up by 15%. Or we could go a bit religious-y, get learning +1, get some piety. We could get some piety going on. So I'm not bothered about medicine. Either we can develop our places, or we can maybe get tea being a little bit more sort of religious. Faith and knowledge, understanding the divine, means understanding the world. Why don't we do this? Let's get some piety. Let's have a go at that, I think, there. Yeah, go on, why not? We can always change it if it doesn't kind of suit. So, okay, yeah, lovely. We'll pick that, please. So, theology focus. And, yeah, we're going to wait to get a perk in that. Okay, right. So, I think that's kind of everything sorted. What's the thing telling me up here? Right, opinion. Yeah, that's not working. Bishop, okay. We can declare war on Gluithian for the Duchy of Bryneck. Maybe not right now. We're in line to inherit titles. Oh, yes, of course. Yeah, they're Christina's titles. So the titles are currently going to Christina and then her children and eventually T, if something were to happen to all of them. Okay, that's fine. And loads of people want to be on the council. They can just clear off. Right, okay, lovely. Right, there was a war going on, wasn't there? Hang on a minute. Oh, I feel a bit sad. Right, okay, so let's get this sorted. Let's get this all undone. So there you go, 30 days until that goes. And that's their capital. That's the capital of the people that are fighting in this Liberty War. So, ooh, a notable guest has arrived. You've got a claim on the county of Guins? Okay, that could be good. You're quite old. You've got many skills. You're rakish, you're athletic, you're a herbalist, you're reclusive, you're a novice physician, you're an adulterer, and you're a fortune builder who's ambitious, cynical, and diligent. Oh my goodness me, you've got many things going on in your life. Right, hang on. Let's just get this siege done. I've just realised I haven't done something, but let's go and look at the siege. Let's go and sort this out, and boom. Right, plus 40%, because we've took somebody's son. Okay, that's splendid. And did we get some money as well? Did we get some money? 30 gold. 30 gold. That'll keep us going for another 3 months in this war. That is wonderful. I realise I haven't looked at T's overall kind of stuff here. So, aspiring blade master gives him a bit of prowess and some disease resistance. Yeah, you're an astute intellectual, which is quite good. And yes, you're just, fickle, and gluttonous. Okay, you could do without being gluttonous, but okay, that's what we're going to have to deal with right now. Okay, fine. Oh, and you're very near having a mental breakdown. Oh my goodness me. Crikeys. Okay, right. You guys, where can we move to? Where's actually going to be quite useful to move to next? I mean, there's another kind of sort of capital thing just there. Let's go down there and get that place, siege that, and then see where we are in terms of money and in terms of war score. Because France, we might need to leave this to you. We're running out of money. I mean, the person that, said, yes, I'll join in the war has died. And I'm his son. And I'm sure Dad knew what he was doing, but also Dad was better at handling money than me. I'm terrible at it. I keep losing it down the back of the sofa. I think I'm the only person that's provided any war score so far in this Liberty War. So we've got ourselves Anjou is captured. That's me. I've done that. So that was our sort of military that did that. And then the plus 25% war score from capturing the heir. So the 32% war score is all from our forces. And yeah, they've lost some. So they've lost Uses, and Montpellier. Montpellier, that's quite a big. That's minus 8.3% on the war score. I don't know where Montpellier is, but yeah, that's gone. That's not very good. We could do with getting that back, possibly. And okay, the spies found another thing. Earl Robert has taken a noblewoman from Berkshire as a lover. My goodness me. My goodness me indeed. Okay, right, all sorts of debauchery going on in the court of the king there. Okay, right, let's get this place done. And then, yeah, we might have to possibly bail. We might have to bail France. I'm very sorry. Oh, crikey, hang on a minute. The King of France is dead. The King of France has died of natural causes. Okay, so now Queen Stephanie has taken over. Oh my goodness me. Okay, right, so the King of France is dead. Queen Stephanie of France has now taken over. She has lover's pox. Ugh. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Right. Okay. I'll shake her hands. It's all fine. Mystical knowledge. I've come across a book describing how ancient monastics used trances and visions of ecstasy to commune with heaven. It seems a strange practice in our modern age, but perhaps there is something to be learned from them. I wonder what would happen if I imitate their practices. What do the other texts say? So I can either test mystical practices, or I can attempt to learn more about the practice through books. I mean, you do seem you're very clever. You're quite clever and you're an astute intellectual. So maybe we look at other books. Maybe we go and figure out what's going on in some other tomes and we'll try and find out what is that about. A little kind of story thing has happened. Okay, The more I dig into the ancient text, the more I discover. Could the mysterious practices of the ancient monastics predate even Christianity itself? I seem to have stumbled across something remarkable. Okay, we could be doing something terrible here. This could be groundbreaking, or it could be absolutely terrible. Okay, we increase our learning by 1, and we get ourselves 1 learning lifestyle perk right now. That just happened. So we get a permanent +1 boost to learning, and we get a perk, or perhaps I should experiment a little after all. You attempt to learn more about the practice through books. Okay, do you know what? Let's go for that. Let's go for that, shall we? This thing might never ever come up again. So, okay, let's attempt to learn more about practice through some books. Let's see what's going on here. This is intriguing. T has only just sort of taken the reins and he's already doing crazy things. Locked in a room, strange powders on a burning fire provided overpowering heat, smoke and smells as I try to feel the things that lie beyond the world of senses. Are you just getting high? I do not know how much time passed for strange, indecipherable visions of light and pulsing sounds came to me. Was it my imagination or a glimpse of the divine? Is there even any way to tell? I need to try again to see if anything is different or interesting. I'll record my findings down for the future. And now this is worse. So I gain 100 learning lifestyle experience. So I don't have the option to get a sort of a free perk and 1 point of learning. That's kind of gone. Shall we just try again? Let's just try again. Let's continue to experiment. Why not? Let's just see what the heck goes on. Right. We've won that siege. Okay. However, the Duke of somebody has left the Liberty. Oh, that's ours. Hang on. What is the war done? I'm very confused with who we're fighting now. Hang on. I just took a place and they're no longer in it. Oh my goodness me, what is happening in this war? People are dropping in and out all over the place. France have been sieging that place for what feels like 300 years. Who are you guys? You're Brittany. France, I might have to go. I'm running out of money, France. I'm very sorry, but this is all very complicated. So now, who's leading? I don't know who's in charge. Who's in charge? Count Robin of Anjou. So we've got your place. We've got your capital. We literally just went and got it. It was the previous place we just captured. So if France get that place, do we need to go over here and just take those places in the middle? Because there's not a lot of territory left for us to go and get, I don't think. Yeah, that place that we just took is now no longer part of it, I don't think. Oh, do you know what? Let's go down there. We'll do one last favour for France, in honour of Dad. Okay, right, so move time on. I'm intrigued to see what's going on here. I'm intrigued to see what's happening with mystical knowledge. As I experiment more and more, I get clearer and clearer grasp on things. It is as if I can now summon the presence I feel when I start my little ritual. It offers stability and comfort as the chaos of the world swirls around me. This is what I've been seeking. We get Wise Man. +1 learning. Okay, forever. Or we lose 44 stress and we get introspective rest, so our stress gain comes down. It would be useful to lose some stress, if I'm completely honest, because if something bad happens, we are going to have a little bit of a mental break. But let's get Wise Man. That is a lifestyle trait that will be there forever. So we get +1 learning for all of that time. So we did sacrifice a perk for that, because we could have got +1 to that earlier and got a perk as well. But there we go. Never mind. We've got ourselves Wise Man. So T has become a little bit wiser in the short time that he's taken over, which is lovely. Oh, crikey, hang on a minute. Duke Lewithian has lost against some countess in a liberty war. Okay, fine, whatever. Your councillor Heribert died of old age. Well, which one are you? Oh, no, we've not got anybody that's good at this. Okay, Ethelweird, you're a knight. You're a fortune builder. Build us a fortune, please. Please build us one really quickly. Okay, and then prisoners taken. Okay, we've got a number of prisoners, which is probably quite good because we could ransom them off, hopefully. Okay, and a number of tasks have been finished. Okay, let's get our army down here. Let us siege this place here, and then we might have to clear off home because, yep, our money is surely going to run out. And hello, right, yes, you're saying, would you like a position on the council? Me? What, T? Chancellor? Are you sure? Are you absolutely sure? The Chancellor? But I've got a diplomacy of 4. Have you not got anybody better at all? Okay, I'll absolutely take that. What does that give us now that we're the Chancellor? We get +2 prestige per month, vassal opinion goes up 15, and we get monthly diplomacy lifestyle experience up 15%. And we've got we've got diplomacy of 4. In fact, his council is absolutely abysmal. Archbishop Eric, which is good. He's got 10 learning. That's rubbish. We've got 4 diplomacy. We're by far the worst. The steward has only got 9. Spymaster's got 6. Oh, that's Duke Lewithian. What's he there for? Don't have him as your spymaster. He's a bit of an idiot. And the only sort of good person is Duke Owen III of the Hubarth. And of course, those have been sparring it out recently. Who's got 13 marshal. Oh dear. Oh dear. The King's Council is absolutely terrible. That is all sorts of dreadful. Okay, right. Let's siege this place. 4 months. We can probably last about 4 months on the money we've got. And then we are going to have to go. Okay, we've got some more money. We've got some more money. Well done, Leo de Gundia. She's found some of that money that I lost down the back of the sofa. Good job. And Earl Richard has been plotting to murder Mayor Adam. Did we not already know this? I thought we already knew of that secret. I thought that was a thing we already knew. Did we not know that already? Oh no! These are not, they're not known to, they were known to Waltheof. They're not known to T, are they? So these are all brand new hooks and things. Oh. Oh yes, okay, right, absolutely. We will blackmail you and we will blackmail you 83%, you probably go for it, and we'll blackmail you 81%. We'll just try and blackmail all the people. Yep, absolutely, yes, gain that. And we've been overwhelmed by stress. Bother. Why is that? Why did we get overwhelmed by stress? What caused us the stress? Oh, dearie me. Okay, guilt and shame have been plaguing me as of late. Oh, dearie me. Right, so poor T. He's been on the job not very long and he's struggling a bit. Okay, the sting of the lash will excise my sins. So we get, again, the trait flagellant. So we lose a bit of prowess. And our health takes a moderate penalty. Ouch. And we are wounded. And we lose 39 stress. But we are going to get wounded and give ourselves a health penalty. Donating to charity. Oh no. We gain improvident diplomacy. Diplomacy up by 1. Monthly income down 15%. Oh, T. Oh, T. Poor T. Okay. I don't know what the best thing is to do there. Or I just kind of gain some more stress. And if I'm still stressed in 8 years, you may suffer another mental break. I think you might have to be strong for the minute, T. Just just grit your teeth and bear it and just get on with it. Because those options there seem quite terrible indeed. So we'll try and bring your stress down via other means. Just hold on for a bit, alright? Stop getting involved in things that are stressful. And the siege is almost complete. And there we go. So we get a bit more money and the war score. It's very difficult to get war score in this particular war. Oh my goodness me, we've got loads of very important kind of counties captured. And it's not really contributing much. I mean, do we go for another one? What are the French doing in this particular war? What are the French doing? Well, the French, are they fighting another war? Are they fighting another war? Oh yeah, they're fighting that war, aren't they? They're fighting the war against England for that place there. So that's why they're not really concentrating on this war and kind of leaving it to their allies. Which is why we're struggling a bit because, we could do with the French fighting their own war as well. But, I get it, they can't. Okay, right. We've contributed 54%. We've captured an heir. We've got an enemy capital. We're occupying all sorts of counties. We have got 114 money. How about we just go and grab... I mean, there's a place right there. Let's just pop next door and we'll just grab that. What kind of size is that? Fort level 2. That shouldn't take too long for us to grab. What's that? 3 months. That's absolutely fine. And the French are coming in, but also they're being chased. They're being chased by the English. I suspect maybe they're going to catch up and possibly hack them to death a bit. Okay. Okay, right. Okay, so more secrets being uncovered. More secrets being uncovered. Now, did us blackmailing somebody make us have a stressful thing? Ah, right. I should have possibly noticed this. If we blackmail someone, because we are just and fair and we believe in justice, then we get 8 stress. Yeah. Okay, right. Possibly don't want to do that as much as we might have just done it. Yeah, okay, that was a bit silly, so yeah, that pushed us over, unfortunately. Okay, never mind. It's done now. But now we know that we really need to pick who would like to go and blackmail. We can't just go, hey, blackmail all the people like we used to, because, yeah, it stresses poor T out a little bit. Right, okay, noted. The Earldom of Devon has given rise to the Cornish Catholic populists targeting King Richard. Right, we've got that place. Now the war score has gone to 48%. Oh my goodness me. Right, they've captured a place. They've captured a place called Gevudan or something. Where are all these places? I need to go and sort that place out. Right, they're kind of going all the way down here. Who are you guys? You must be one of their allies. Oh, let's go in and have a ruckus with them. We can kill them. There's 4,000 of us and only 2,000 of them. So maybe we'll have a fight and then we'll go and try and take these places back. We'll go and try and take some of those places back, because if we have a fight and get some war score, that might be handy. Free those up, that might relinquish enough war score for an actual victory. Okay, fine. Let's get down here then. Yeah, let's move Tom on nice and quick. There we go. The Liege has won the war with Queen Stephanie. France might actually come back and concentrate on what's going on now then. What's going on at home. That might be quite useful for us. I'd still like to have a ruckus with these people. I still think we can win this. Come on, we can go down here and have a fight. Come on, you're not up for a fight, you're an army. Come on, there's more of us than you. I'm sure it'll be fine. It looks like they're not moving. They're not moving. Oh no, they're trying to run away. They are trying to run away. Can we catch them? No, I think we're just too far behind them. Are we going to get in? No, unfortunately not. Never mind. Okay, do you know what? That's fine. We're just going to come back here. King Richard is being tapped by Countess Maud. King Richard is getting involved in an awful lot of malarkeys. Military upkeep, men-at-arms negotiation is down 25%. That will help us. And we got holding taxes up in Warwickshire. Splendid. Right, let's siege Montpellier. Let's try and get these places back. Money is absolutely plummeting. Money is coming down so much. Okay, let's try and get these places under our control. And then maybe that will tip the war score back. So yeah, minus 29% currently. And we have some more tournament troubles. As a duke, I've been obliged to attend a local jousting tournament. Okay, right. So yeah, we've seen this before. So we can push Elfnoth, who really hates us. He's our knight and also our rival. Oh, okay, right. We've got ourselves a rival, have we? Splendid. So yeah, push him into the trough. So he spends 150. We gain 150 prestige, which probably wouldn't be such a bad thing. We spend time with Good Hat. Good Hat looking a little bit beat up there. Or we could just lose 11 stress. We could just sort of go, right, I give up, I'm going away. Good Hat becomes our best friend. I don't know what that's going to do. I don't know what best friend does. I think let's just get 11 of our stress reclaimed. Let's try and bring us back under that limit there. Bring us back under our stress level. So yeah, okay, bring that down a tiny bit. That's going to be quite handy. There's one poor guy over there. One guy walking into a very, very strong headwind, it seems. But okay, that's fine. Oh no, he's just magically floating across the sea. Well done, sir. Well done. Good party trick. Right, let's see if we can get this done. 50 days until Montpellier is ours. Okay, so our Bishop Frederick has been swayed. That can keep going because he almost likes us. He almost likes us again, so we can get his money and all of his troops, which is good, from all of his church holdings. And given that we're not very good at actually using secrets against people because it stresses us out, maybe Nonna should just go back to disrupting schemes. Let's just stop her sort of looking around the courts and stuff. Let's just go back to disrupt schemes. Get back on that, make sure that we're all safe and what have you. So there we go. And Montpellier is going to be claimed by us. There we go. It's back up to 54%. Now, France, are you able to deal with this on your own now? Because I feel like we've contributed an awful lot to this particular conflict. So yeah, if we could just go now, we might have to just clear off. I don't think, can we disband? Yes, we can disband our army. Levers take 6 months to return home. Oh, crikey. Okay, maybe we should just head home. It probably takes less time than that. What if we were to go just there? How long is that? 5 months. Oh, okay, fine. Well, there you go. We'll take 5 months to arrive back in, which one is that? Herefordshire. Okay, that's fine. Go back that way, and then we'll leave it over to France now. France must now be concentrating on that. They've asked us to come in and help. We've done an awful lot of very good work. So, yeah, I'd like to think that maybe... Oh, they're just taking it back. Those guys are just taking it straight back. We just freed Montpellier from your evil tyranny, and they're just taking it back. France, you need to get down here and sort these guys out. Go and kill them a bit. Ah, yes, we've been plunged into debt because, of course, our guys had to get a boat to get back because we don't have our own boat. So whenever we get a boat, we hire them. So currently, we're really, really poor. Okay, what we need to do is we need to disband you guys right now. 45 days to return home. I mean, you are home, but okay, that's fine. Okay, right. We're going to make 8.7 money a month. Okay, so hopefully it's going to take a little while for us to actually get back into positive monies. But then hopefully, yeah, we can avoid bad things happening whilst we're in debt. Because, yeah, you can get corruption, all sorts of terrible stuff can happen. So hopefully we can avoid all that. And we have joined the high medieval era. New innovations are available. Are they? Oh, okay. High medieval era is here. Where's the really good thing? Where's the really good thing that gives you the really good... Oh, is that in this one here? Is it that one? One of these gives you a really good sort of succession thing. Hang on, which one is it? That one. Primogeniture is the best kind of succession thing because that's the most commonly known one. So under primogeniture succession, your oldest child inherits all of the titles. So you know what's going to happen with that. So when the person who's currently in charge of everything dies, the oldest child just takes over. They take over everything else. No stuff is divvied up like we saw. No stuff is split up between all sorts of different siblings. One person just gets the lot. However, that's in late medieval. We've not even got anything in high medieval yet. However, we could start looking at heraldry. Heraldry allows us to get high partition. So under the high partition succession, the lion's share of titles go to your player heir. So the player heir gets most of the stuff. They don't get all of the stuff. Other kids still do get various bits and bobs. But yes, the main the main player heir gets most of the stuff, which is quite good. That would avoid losing loads and loads of territory when inheritances have to happen and stuff. What are we doing right now? We're learning like castles and stuff. Battlements. Okay, how long is it going to take to do that? About 10 years. Now, if we can get that perk for tea to speed that up, that could be quite good. How near are we to getting that? Oh, we're very close. We're very close to getting that perk. That could be quite good. In fact, there is the perk. Wonderful stuff. If we get scientific, cultural fascination progress, plus 35%, that could be quite good. But also, do we want to go down this? Do we want to become a friend to the church, given we're going down a theology focus? No, let's get this right now. Let's get scientific. So yes, please, we'll get that. So that was 10 years. Hang on, now what is it? Battlements is 8 years. So we've lopped 2 years off of learning how battlements work, which is very good. So well done, T. That is splendid news. Right, let's try and get back into the... let's try and get our gold back into the positive, because I don't like it being red. It makes me nervous. And the French have won their war, which is splendid. So yeah, we helped out quite a bit there. I hope we're going to get a big pile of stuff. Our war contribution was 0. I beg to differ, France. I absolutely, utterly beg to differ. Our war contribution was entirely nothing. It was lower than the required 100. What? That seems a bit harsh. We sent our people over there. We bankrupted ourselves to help you, France. We absolutely, utterly bankrupted our own place, our own realm, to go and help you. And you've won. I mean, yes, okay, you finished the job off, but we kept them at bay and we claimed loads of territory. But nothing. Okay, I'm a bit confused by that. I don't really understand that. Okay, so be it. Now, the only thing is, do we have people in our prisons? Yes, we do. Okay, this person's been in prison for 3 years. I'm really sorry. I'm very sorry. Can we just gain a hook on you and then you can leave? Because you can't be ransomed. I'm really sorry. However, you can be ransomed. 50 monies, absolutely. Give us 50 gold, please. That's going to be really handy. Splendid. Chappie leaves the prison, 50, and weak hook on whoever the heck you are. Granddaughter of Earl William of Norfolk. I don't know why we've got them, but okay, fine. We had them in the prison. Now they're not in the prison, but we've got a hook on them. Yay. Oh, this is interesting. This is very interesting indeed. So I was looking in here just to see if we can afford to do any of these things to bring our stress level down a little bit, because we are still a tiny bit stressed. We're on 123 stress, so we're not doing too well at managing this. So I was looking at like Caller Hunt is 67 money, but then that leaves us a little bit short on coin, and there might be other things that pop up that require more money. So we won't do one of those right now, but just here, we can hold a mystical communion, which must be something to do with the weird kind of mystical stuff that we just sort of had a fiddle about with there. So let's hold a mystical communion, shall we? I will reach for the presence of God in transfixed ecstasy. We gain 300 learning lifestyle experience. We gain divine guidance for 5 years. What's that? Martial +1, learning +1, stress gain. So if we gain stress, we gain 25% less. And if we lose stress, we lose 25% more. You can't do it again for 5 years. And there may be unforeseen side effects. Oh, that is fascinating. Okay, Joe, yeah, absolutely. Let's have a go at this. This could be fun. Let's see what happens with that. Let's go and have a mystical communion. What is going to happen with this? Okay, so we've got the lifestyle experience. We've got divine guidance. wherever that might be. Is that there? So yeah, the voices from beyond aid this character. At least that's how they explain it. Okay. And are there any mystical side effects? Okay, I don't know if that's a side effect or not, but our wife is pregnant. I do not know. I don't know if that's linked or not. Okay, right, what's going on here then? Okay, well, we shall have to wait and see if anything happens from all of our mystical communioning. Oh dearie me, the House of Islam is under grave threat from the onslaught of heathens and infidels in its very heartland. In response, His Magnificent Caliph al-Muqtadi has declared that an era of renewed jihad is upon the world. The core regions of the Dar al-Islam must be retaken at all costs. All righteous Muslim faithful should prepare to join the ranks of the Mujahideen for the upcoming struggles. This could be the beginning of unprecedented Muslim aggression. St. George protect us. Okay, so whereas the sort of Christian faiths get crusades, the Muslim faiths have access to jihads. And I believe they're kind of the same sort of thing. So, okay, there we go. St. George protect us. Oh my goodness me. And what's that architectural expertise? She got an extra point in stewardship. Well done, Duchess Leo de Gundia. That is very good news. So what I think we'll do is, let's get this done first. Let's get Frederick swayed. And I really hope it works. Oh, hang on. I think it did work. And we have a son. Oh, this is wonderful. Oh, and do we call him Waltheof after our dad? Our noble dad. Do you know what? That is absolutely perfect. Yes, Waltheof can live on in you, my son. May you grow to be strong and wise. And you're named after someone who was very, very wonderful. So, yeah, there we go. We have a new Waltheof in the world, which is splendid. We've managed to also sway Frederick, which is excellent because it means we do get now the church holdings. Not a lot of money, 1.2, but better than nothing. And yes, we get a lot of the sort of levies and stuff in as well. And I think that is a perfect point to finish things off. That is a wonderful point to finish things off. So, of course, we lost Duke Waltheof. Duke Waltheof, he was a sort of, he was a broken man. He was a broken man. He passed away. His heart he couldn't take it. And he was heartbroken over the loss of his wife and the mother of his children. And, of course, his soulmate. And, so he went. Tia's taken over. Tia's done some crazy sort of weird religious communing stuff, which we might see the repercussions of later on. But then, of course, we now have Waltheof is back. Waltheof Thiessen cupboard. There he is there. A fitting end to this part, I think. That is absolutely perfect. So we lost Waltheof, but there he is. He is back in name. And of course, he's always going to be here in spirit, which is wonderful. So there we go. I think we shall wrap things up for now. So yeah, there was a lot going on there, wasn't there? Good grief. Okay. Wow, that was very, very involved. But now we're T, which is very exciting indeed. So yeah, we get to see exactly what we get to do now and what kind of person is T going to be. What is he going to be? I mean, at the minute, he's looking like he's going to be a kind of religious person. Looks like he might be a little bit more in touch with the Lord than possibly his dad was. But yes, we shall see how T develops and what happens to the Cupboard dynasty next time out under T's rule. Hopefully you are still enjoying this. If you are, please do leave a like. That will be most marvellous indeed. And of course, if you're not already, then please do subscribe to keep up to date with how we get on here next time out in Crusader Kings 3. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I will see you next time. They've ripped my arms off, ripped my legs off. I mean, unfortunately they didn't rip anything else off. Yes, I'm off my face on mushrooms. Why, Lady Charlotte, I would certainly love to taste your cake. The King of the West is an idiot. I am off my face on mushrooms. I mean, asking me questions isn't going to be my strong point at the minute.